Simon has been more active than ever on Twitter these past few days, and just yesterday he dropped some more exciting news, with a series of tweets sharing everything about his personal vision, extending an open invitation to both current and former Hytale team members, and about lowering overall expectations for a faster initial release. With all that being said, we might get our hands on Hytale sooner than we all could have expected, with Simon giving his all. The fate now rests in Riot's hands. So what exactly is this outline for launch? Well, Simon starts off with a tweet laying down expectations for what to expect during the early phases of release, saying, "Yep, it's not going to be perfect or what Hytale is supposed to be day one, and that's okay. The cancellation might be a blessing in disguise to reset expectations and break the curse of perfectionism, if we can get the IP, of course. FYI, a lot of content would be cut early on, just to be able to release in some sort of alpha or in-dev version, and get funding that way to complete the vision. I don't know the state of the game right now, but one thing is for sure, we could release it with just a creative mode to begin with, get the community involved ASAP in shared or open source while we finish the work on adventure and minigames. This is a long-term project, would be taken care of for many years. I'm glad to see Simon's just launched roadmap for Hytale, and the fact that we are even hearing the words Hytale and roadmap in the same sentence speaks volumes to the development of these last few years. Starting with creative mode just makes sense. Getting the community and creators involved early lets players shape the game and fundamentally influence its development. Ultimately, this should streamline testing as well as improve the game faster. This is what fans have been wanting for years, a chance to finally play the game. Now, Simon's not just dropping an exciting just launched roadmap for Hytale, he's also opening up about the plans for his team. In a tweet reply to mine, he shared, "My door will always be open for the current and former team as soon as the evaluation of the project would be done." Now, all of this news is good and all, but nothing is truly final till we know for sure if Riot is willing to sell the IP. So when is he going to have the chance to speak with them? Unfortunately, Riot had just gone on their week-long annual summer break, and according to the official Riot Games Summer Break article, it was posted on June 28th. 7 days from that would be Saturday, July 5th, so it's safe to assume we could expect some sort of update between that Monday and Friday of that week. At least if Simon is able to disclose any information pending what Riot Games says. But don't worry, Simon has stated he wants to be as transparent as possible, and evidently from his tweets from the past few days, he is consistently sharing with us his thought process on making Hytale a reality. Moving forward, Simon responds to a tweet from Insidious talking about what's in and what's out. Regarding new engine versus legacy engine content, he shares that everything good would stay in. The new combat looks amazing, for example, much better than my days by miles. When I say legacy engine, it's actually probably been updated until 2023, and all of the assets made until 2025 cancellation are probably still working on the legacy engine. I don't know for sure, but it would make sense. The new engine would probably need to be put in a vault for now, maybe revisited later on for cross-platform, but I doubt so. I have not seen anything at all since 2019, other than blog posts and maybe one PowerPoint that was shared with me 2 years ago with their roadmap. Lastly, in one of the most recent tweets, Simon hints at doing a Q&A over on the Hytale Info subreddit, if he were to get the IP. He responds saying, "If I get the IP, 100% yes." I would like to do some kind of blog post on Reddit so people can ask us questions and give feedback on our initial plan of attack. I would like to make sure everyone understands the new direction and are okay with it. Lower their expectations that what we want to release isn't finished. And then for me, it's useful because I wouldn't need to repeat myself 100 times a day publicly, as people would be able to share the plan themselves as they would have been a part of it. Honestly, it seems like Simon is the perfect person for the resurgence of Hytale. He knows exactly what the community wants and needs, as well as already offering more transparency than we've seen in the past management. And he doesn't even have his hands on the game yet. Trust me, it's easy to get your hopes up, but keep in mind, as we said in the last video, it is important to set expectations quite low. We truly have a decent shot of having Hytale back, and sooner in our hands than we may have ever had previously thought. But this all relies on Riot's decision whether or not to sell the IP. As always, we're going to continue giving live updates over on our Discord server daily, so if you want to stay up to date, join now with the link in the description, or just use the Discord link discord.gg/Hytale News. Hope to see you guys all there. We'll pop in and out of voice chat channels, so come say hi and cope about Hytale with us. And finally, as always, as we keep getting news for the game, fingers crossed, we'll aim to be your #1 place for the news about Hytale. Until next time, this has been Ani, signing off for now. Bye-bye.